Known as the first genius of the human race in thousands of years. In the early stage, you can kill Luo Feng's god of death Boland. How strong is the strength of the competition? What happened in the end? Boland. He is a top genius in the Donghua universe kingdom. Known as the first genius of the human race in thousands of years. This title is given by the top management of the metaverse company. For example, some immortal gods and universe venerable Fuzi highlight its extraordinary talent. His nickname is the Grim Reaper. It comes from its ruthless fighting style and a precise and lethal attack. Boland has a deep understanding of the laws of space and the laws of wind. The space law is among the many superior laws in the universe. It is also an extremely difficult existence. The law of the wind is its subordinate law. Combined with the laws of space, it gave Boland extraordinary combat effectiveness. When Boland broke through the 9th order of the star level, he has already mastered a major secret of the law of space. Wanxian flow. It can create hundreds of illusions in an instant. Perform advanced skills such as teleportation and space cutting. This horror talent let the opponents of the same level be out of reach. It also laid the best foundation for Boland's strong image in the early stage. During the peak genius war in the universe, observer of metaverse companies. For example, the Venerable Nine Swords was full of praise for Boland. It is believed that he can become the pillar of the human race in the future. And Boland's teacher, an immortal powerhouse who was crowned king, has also been said many times. Boland is his proudest disciple. Boland was so calm that it was almost cold-blooded. Have a super sense of combat. He also has a deep understanding of the law. This is also built together. Boland's first genius and the double label of death. In the battle of genius at the peak of the universe, Boland's strength is on full display. The pinnacle of genius. It is a grand event jointly organized by many space countries of the human race. Tianzhou brings together countless stellar strengths. Boland is the hottest seeded player in the Donghua universe kingdom. From the qualifiers to the grand finals, it can be called unstoppable. And in the trial tower link, when Boland broke through the first floor, the results achieved left the other contestants in the dust. Face the hordes of phantom beasts in the trial tower. Boland waved the sword in his hand. Performed the wind shadow swordsmanship. The sword light is like the wind, and it combines the terrifying power of the law of space. In an instant, you can kill the phantom beast. He can also transform into many phantoms, confuse the enemy, make it impossible for the enemy to attack. Luo Feng, who only broke through to the 6th trial tower, facing Boland, were all a little overshadowed. Final stage. Boland faced off against another top talent, Rong Jun. This battle can be called a one-sided crushing. Boland's sword shines like the sickle of death. Space shattered in an instant. Rong Jun attacked frantically with a giant axe. There was no way to touch Boland. When Luo Feng faced off against Boland used the law of space and the law of wind. The law of the wind makes him have a speed. The law of the origin of space allowed him to shift his shape, carry out space shuttles. Boland can even create space cages and space traps, defeat the enemy and win. Luo Feng used pulse soul seals one after another, the 3 major trump cards of Yenchen soldier and spiritual interference. But they were all resolved by Boland. Eventually, there was nothing to do, and Luo Feng was defeated by Boland. Was finally easily defeated. Boland is a horse that is out of the dust. Won the first place in the genius battle. It also successfully entered the primitive secret realm of the core layer of the virtual universe. Obtained the opportunity to cultivate in Chaos City for 30 years. And countless resources. And at this time, his strength is close to the early stage of the realm lore. It can be called horror. Luo Feng, only ranked 3rd in the genius battle, can only enter the primordial secret realm. Luo Feng's inner monologue also shows his admiration for Boland. It is even called an insurmountable mountain. After entering Chaos City, Boland is still far ahead, but when choosing the future path, Boland chose the Cosmic Chaos Monument without hesitation. Prepared to understand the laws of time and space at the same time, the Cosmic Chaos Cup is the most difficult existence to understand among the 9 Chaos Cups. At the same time, the difficulty of integrating the laws of time and space is also incomparable. Even if it is the universe venerable, it is also impossible to be proficient in both laws at the same time. Boland's teacher had admonished him, but he was extremely confident. This also slowed down his growth in the later stages. Compared to Boland, Luo Feng chose the 9 universes Chaos Monument and focus on the way of the beast god and the law of gold. He gave full play to the advantage of having a golden horn behemoth clone. Luo Feng practiced steadily. It is also narrowing the gap with Boland step by step. Later, the secret realm qualification battle begins. Luo Feng is preparing to attack the original airspace. It is about to fight against the god of death, Boland. But Boland suddenly disappeared. The entire galaxy could not find his location. The 9 Swords Venerable summoned all the disciples in the 4 secret realms. Issue a desperate mission with a mortality rate of up to 90%, trying to find someone to enter the Magic Mountain. Rescue Boland. At last, Boland was also successfully rescued by Luo Feng. And in the later stages, Boland, who gave up the dual cultivation of time and space, focused on the way of space, successfully broke through to become an immortal god. He even became the lord of the universe in the end. He is still the top genius in the human race. It's just that, no matter how radiant Boland is, rather than finally becoming the true god of the universe, Luo Feng, who has made countless achievements in his life,